Let's talk now to Tareq Azzoum. He's outside Gaza's largest remaining health facility, the Al-Aqsa hospital in Deir Al Balah. Tareq, so the injured from the strikes in Jazeera have been taken to Al-Aqsa hospital where you are. Talk us through the conditions there.
Well, as you've been saying, Malin, airstrikes continue to target Palestinians from the north to the south of the Strip, as the focus of the Israeli bombardment is on the central areas of the territory. Now, what we do know is that more patches of casualties have turned up to Al-Aqsa hospital to get medical treatment, as we've been every day touring inside the departments of the hospital. What we see every day is incredibly and obviously apocalyptic. We saw very overwhelmed departments, very exhausted medical staff, and at the same time they are struggling each day in order to keep providing the minimum rate of healthcare for displaced and injured Palestinians. But what we do also observe during the past casualties that the vast majority of them were young children. One of the latest attacks that was carried out on the Al-Balah refugee camp has injured at least 4 Palestinians children who are right now getting a kind of surgery inside the hospital. Some of them have been forced to be amputated due to the critical injury resulted from a drone attack on them as they were playing on the roof of the residential house. So obviously Al-Aqsa hospital is still barely functional. It's one of the mainly operational hospitals on the ground. They are also getting injuries from different areas in the central governorate of the Strip, from Al-Balah, from An-Nusayrat, alongside from Azzoum town, and they are also responsible for providing medical care right now for more than 700,000 Palestinians inside Deir Al Balah, which is an ongoing turmoil, especially that Israel has continued to ban the entry of medical supplies with sufficient amounts for the medical sector in order to help them to continue to provide medical services for injured Palestinians. But also, as we've been hearing from some medical officials, they've been saying that as long as there's going to be ongoing soaring of casualties among civilians, it will add more military misery for the medical conditions inside Al-Aqsa hospital, which also is struggling with the deep shortage of the fuel supplies, which will impact negatively on the ability of medical teams to continue operating as well, Malin.
And Tareq, we've been talking mostly about central Gaza and southern Gaza. The problem's ongoing also in the north. There have been more strikes there. Do we know where the injured are being taken to?
Well, the northern part of Gaza has been under wide and intensive airstrikes being carried out by the Israeli fighter jets and also artillery units on the ground, where more casualties have been arriving to the Baptist hospital, which is Al Arab Ahli hospital that had been widely operating on the ground with a very limited medical capacity and very deep shortage of essential medical supplies there. We've been speaking to doctors inside the hospital. They've been saying that day by day we've been getting different sorts of casualties, different children, women, elderly people and men being critically wounded, and they are in a very desperate need for advanced surgeries that cannot be clearly, Malin, being carried out and being also implemented inside these hospitals, and they are in a very desperate need for having a medical referral to be transferred abroad outside the Strip in order to get medical recovery. But the situation there in the north specifically is beyond imagination. There is ongoing sign of starvation, ongoing Israeli attacks on residential houses, civil infrastructure, and at the same time families there, as we've been hearing from them, they are forced to leave from neighborhoods to other, looking for some sort of safety. But at the same time, Malin, people there are really clingy to stay in their homeland and to stay in their houses, and they are saying that there are some of their family members being wounded, and they are right now getting a treatment on the floor inside the Baptist hospital, while the vast majority of hospitals, including Al-Shifa Hospital, Kamal Adwan and the Indonesian hospital in the north of the Strip, are barely functional due to the Israeli great devastation and destruction being caused when there have been multiple storms by the Israeli army in the initial months of the Israeli incursion for the northern part of the Strip. So from the north to the south, misery is escalating as there is no any urgent medical intervention being carried out till now, Malin.
Okay, thank you for that update. Tareq Azzoum there for us at the Al-Aqsa hospital.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.